top neurosurgeon says science shows that the brain does not create consciousness, and that there is reason to believe our consciousness continues after death. He reveals what happened when he died. Welcome to Breaking News AI, your go-to source for the latest and most accurate updates powered by artificial intelligence. Harvard neuroscientist Dr. Eben Alexander argues that there are no scientific or neurological explanations for his experience of the afterlife. In 2008, Dr. Alexander, with over 25 years of experience, fell into a coma caused by a severe strain of E. coli bacteria. His condition was so serious that doctors gave him less than a 10% chance of survival, and even if he did recover, they expected he would need lifelong care in a nursing home. However, he made a full recovery and described an extraordinary near-death experience (ND) that occurred while his brain was completely inactive. He shared this experience in his book, Proof of Heaven, a bestseller book.
It turns out there is a scientific revolution going on now about the mind-brain discussion, the relationship between the two, that is extraordinary. And I think it's going to lead to a complete shift in our worldview that is unprecedented. And this living in a mindful universe is really about that scientific revolution.
Are you discounting whether the brain controls consciousness?
No, I think what we would say is the brain is a reducing valve or filter that allows primordial consciousness in. That is, the brain is not the creator of it. You cannot explain all of the details of human experience, especially all the evidence for non-local consciousness, the evidence for things like reincarnation, past life memories in children, indicative of reincarnation, things like that, if you think the brain is the producer of consciousness.
So what is the producer?
Well, consciousness is what exists and generates the entire universe. It's the fundamental ground state.
So this is my consciousness now, right?
It's all consciousness. It's all generated within consciousness. I mean, the thing to remember is we're under, we discuss in the book, what we call the supreme illusion, and that is that the brain and mind are very good at convincing us that all this stuff around us is out there. But what you're actually experiencing is a model deep within mind that is supposed to represent something that is out there. But I think that's where it's important to point out the mystery of quantum physics, because the experiments in quantum physics keep showing us in no uncertain terms that consciousness is fundamental, that the conscious observer and our free will has everything to do with determining outcomes. It's not determined by mechanistic chemical reactions and the laws of physics and chemistry applied to the brain.
Doesn't it almost destroy everything you learned?
Absolutely not. In fact, it opens the door to a far broader understanding, because what we're saying is the brain is simply a reducing valve that allows certain conscious states to exist. And this is where, from the quantum physical standpoint, it's really getting at what's known as the observer. That is the deep mystery, is the awareness of existence. And what I would submit is that we're conscious in spite of our brain. And so, in fact, the big surprise and kind of the practical lesson for human beings is that when your physical brain and body die, your conscious awareness actually expands.